I'm Zak Bagans, and I see dead people. Most people don't believe in ghosts until they have an experience, but obviously I do because I see them. So I travel around the nation with my best friends Nick and Aaron, documenting evidence of apparitions and ectoplasmic activity in different haunted locations around the world. So come spend a night with us locked in some guy's basement. I'm Zak and Friends. Well, I'm Zak Bagans, and I see dead people. I thought that it was pretty normal to see dead people, but I realized most people don't see dead people and didn't believe that dead people were real. I made friends with Nick and Aaron, best buds. We decided to film dead people.
I believe in ghosts, but every time I say ghosts, Zach just yells apparitions at me.
Yeah, I believe in them too. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. Not that I had ever, seen one before we started the show, but, I mean, it's in my contract, I gotta say I believe in him. He wanted people to help him with this show that he had an idea for, and we both showed up and interviewed.
Yeah, I looked on Craigslist.
I showed up and auditioned and interviewed, and he gave me the spot on the show.
Nah, I didn't know this loser.
No, we never met before.
We've only bonded through Zach's threats to harm our friends and family if we left the show.
I don't think we're allowed to say that either. Okay, don't use that. Don't use that. Don't put that in the show. Don't do it.
Oh, we're best friends. We do everything together.
I've lost all my friends. My cat died. That time I had a fight with Zach, I came home that night and my cat was dead.
Oh.
But I'm not saying it's related to Zach. I'm not saying that.
Don't use that. Don't keep that in.
Before an investigation, it's ritual for me to have a midnight snack, and I go find Nick and Aaron because they live somewhere, and I go find them. I always find them, and basically I go have them set all the stuff up, because I figure that they need to do something. They need to kind of contribute. So we set up these. They're called spectral equalizers. They're basically spirit guns. If a spirit tries to get, a little touchy-feely, bam! Lights out. Aaron, how does this look?
Looks pretty spooky, Zach. We got the ghost camera.
What's so special about it? Tell the people at home.
It records when ghosts are near, takes some fancy
Aaron,
picture.
We went over this. They're not ghosts.
What are they, Zach?
They're apparitions.
Alright, this is what we call an EVP recorder. Now, ghosts talk.
They're called apparitions, Nick.
Excuse me. Apparitions do talk, but at volumes way
Thanks,
too
Nick.
low. You're welcome, Zach. Apparitions talk, but at volumes way too low for the human ear to pick up. So what this guy does, picks up the volume, records it, boosts it up, so that when we plug it into this here, we can hear it later.
This is my baby. She records in night vision for the ghosts, or apparitions, according to Zach. So we're going to be using this tonight during our investigation.
We get locked in, and that's when the really crazy stuff starts happening. You have when somebody gets really emotional, like they see somebody die, or they have really bad diarrhea in public, it can leave behind ectoplasmic ethereal juice, let's say, and then this juice gets on stuff, and like juice, it can get really sticky and really stick to stuff, and so that's why you have a lot of activity in specific places. I generally like to say, how you doing, ghost? You having a nice day? Having a nice evening? We don't really want to invade your privacy, so we'll just be leaving now. And usually the ghosts are pretty cool about that.
Come at me! I know you bitch slapped Aaron! Where are you? The EVP is going crazy right now.
Be really polite and cordial. Never insult them. Don't swear around them. They don't like that.
Alright, so this is the gate to hell that Johnston showed us on our tour earlier. Let's check it out. Oh!
Is there anyone out there who wants to talk to us?
I mean, it gets scary, of course. I mean, when you're in the moment, but I mean, we go about it intelligently. We avoid antagonizing the apparitions.
Hey, there was that one time you got possessed, and Zach had to do an impromptu exorcism on you.
Nick, get back here, you pussy!
I think it's dangerous. I'm scared shitless every night.
Honestly, like, I don't know, maybe this is just that, like, I hadn't done any of this crap before, but I honestly feel like, what was the first place we went? I can't remember the name, that music house. I can't remember what it was called, but...
Bobby's.
It was just one of those, like, bars with live entertainment, and there was all kinds of, like, some kind of crazy story with some of the performers and, like, the owners, and it just was ridiculously haunted. That was a hell of a night. Yeah.
Some spooky stuff.
That was the one that sticks with me. Like, this is where it went down. So, and, like I said, that might just be because, like, I was inexperienced and didn't know what to expect. So, yeah.
So we went to Applebee's, and we sat down, talked to the hostess. She recognized me. Most people do, especially when I they'll be like, "Hey, I think I've seen you," and I'll say, "I'm Zak Bagans," and they'll be like, "Yeah." So Aaron and I are famished for some enchiladas, and so we say, "Hey, can we have some of the Applebee's double-decker enchiladas?" It's not that hard, but she just looks at us and says, "We're out." I nearly died that day.